Peace was a good use of his money. Back home, he began to support causes promoting goodwill with the Soviets, including a new U.S.-Soviet citizens group.
He said, "Fine, how much money do you need?" Almost in a whimsical way, I sat there just stunned. But I told him how much I needed, and I think it was $100,000, and he said something like, "I don't think you can do it for that. How about $200,000?
Steve was also spending money on big parties at his home in the hills above Silicon Valley. It was a way he could, as a single parent, offer something special not only to his friends, but also his kids. At great expense, Steve would turn his home into a wonderland for old and young.
We were invited to a Christmas party at Steve's house, and as we as we got close to the house, it was unbelievable. He had taken his house, the houses around him, the whole block on which he lived, and coated the entire house in snow. I mean, he got good fake snow.
We had one party, lasted all day long. We had a stage made in his backyard that took weeks to put in, and he had bands all day playing out there. It was just a party, and he loved parties. He loved to have fun.
At one party in 1989, one of Steve's friends brought Suzanne Malkern, a divorced mother of 3. She hadn't seen much of Steve since their high school days almost 20 years earlier, when she was a cheerleader and Steve was the shy prankster. This time, things were different.
He was a lot more confident. I went and thanked him for inviting me, and we just kind of sat there and we talked, and it wasn't like there was anybody else around.
When he formally proposed to Suzanne a year later, there was no one around either. Parasailing in a double harness in Hawaii, he started to hand Suzanne a wedding ring, 50 feet up in the air.
He did this, and it dropped into the ocean, and I said, "What do I do? Unhook, unbelt now?" and drop down and go after it? They landed us on a wooden platform out in the middle of the ocean. All of a sudden, all of the other group of people that we were with were there. And so he had his son Jesse walk up to me with a little box, and here was the real one. He had gotten a fake ring to drop into the ocean just to tease me.
Steve and Suzanne married in 1990. Now, with 6 kids at home, his life took another turn. Steve had a secret ambition to teach. When he started volunteering as a computer instructor in the local schools, he decided he liked it.
I was giving computers to local schools, and I sort of thought, I'm not giving, myself and my own time. So I started teaching. And what is the difference with MP3?
He really has that child's heart. He's an outside-the-box thinker, which is what kids are.
His love of children led Steve to endow San Jose's Children's Discovery Museum, which the city decided should be on a new street called Woz Way. And he supports other youth causes, including a teen literacy foundation started by actor Anthony Michael Hall.
We wanted to come in and see what the program looked like in person, meet the kids face to face. And of course, they were all blown away. It's like meeting the Wright brothers or something. I mean, the guy is like phenomenal.
Steve Wozniak saves his most public appearances now for things like the high school play.
Do you swear to that, Miss LaRue?
He has no high-tech company, no job as the rest of us know it, but he fills his life with things that have great personal meaning.
Everyone's supposed to type their answer to it.
When he was recently honored by the National Inventors Hall of Fame, Steve stressed how his delight in learning gave birth to the computer age we now enjoy. Having given away millions, his largesse is legendary. But what Steve Wozniak really gave the world was a leap into the future. The innovative twist he gave computer technology changed everyday life and made a nice guy rich. But as far as Steve Wozniak is concerned, his other legacy is encouraging a new generation to dream about the future, like a shy prankster once did before there ever was a Silicon Valley.